Yes, indeed. If you looking for luck, stick around, because we knocking out Black Eye Pea. Time to get you a pot, heat it up. We're going to lower this to a low heat here because we will be melting some butter first, and we don't want our butter to burn. Now off to the side, we are also heating up a separate pot of water that we're going to get heated on a high heat. We're going to want this to come to a boil. Now back over at our prepping area, we get crack-a-lackin'. Okay guys, so what we have here is 1 pound of raw black-eyed peas that we've washed in a strainer and put into this bowl here. As far as our vegetables go, we have 1 green bell pepper, 1 yellow onion, 3 cloves of garlic, and 2 sticks of celery. We also have a pound of smoked tasso, which is a smoked ham pretty much, just a seasoned smoked pieces of ham. If you can't find this, you probably can go with some smoked diced ham or even some smoked sausage, you know, whatever works for you. You probably can even do without it. It may not have as much flavor than it will with the ham, but the flavor will still be there. For now, we knock out this right here. Hiya! And that, my friends, is a clean sweep. Okay, so we're gonna get these vegetables in a bowl off to the side, but for now, we're gonna go ahead and cut up this tasso into some chunks. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's move on. We are ready to go. Okay, so to our hot pot over here, we're adding 1/2 stick of butter. Get yourself melted. Now that the butter is melted, we're going to add the tasso to the pot. Get off of there. Ugh. All right. At this point, I'll raise the heat to like a medium heat. And we're going to let this sear up maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Our water is boiling off on the side, so we're going to add our peas to this. Hey, we got all of them. We're going to set a timer for 10 minutes. Just give those a good stir. All right, we're just going to let those cook for the allotted time and work on this right here. So what we're doing here is just kind of searing this up a little bit. It doesn't really need to be cooked or anything. We're just kind of mixing that flavor in with the butter and maybe searing it a little bit on the sides. All right, so this has been searing up pretty nice here. So we're going to go ahead and start removing it at this time with a slotted spoon. Just put it back on our plate here. Looking good. All right, at this point, we drop in our vegetables. Whoo. And you scoop that in. All right, here we go. Hiya! Okay, guys, so we're going to saute these up for quite a minute here. A good couple minutes, like 30 of them. We want these to get very soft, so just keep moving them around, cooking them down. All right, I'm gonna let those sit for a sec. For now, I will drain my peas here into a strainer. Oh, that's heavy. Do not try this at home. Okay, so I got a strainer that's sitting over a pot here. I'm gonna drop those in. Bam. Whew. Look out now. We're going to save some of the juices here. I already know some of y'all are wondering, what you going to do with that pea juice? Pea juice? That don't sound right. Well, anyway, don't worry about it. Just keep on watching. Meanwhile, we are still sauteing our vegetables. This is looking beautiful. Nice and soft. You want to get them soft like this because it is kind of a creamier textured dish, you know, when the peas are all cooked down, they're very soft. So some crunchy vegetables in there could throw it off. At this time, we will go ahead and add a 32-ounce container of chicken broth, but just a little at a time so we can get up some of this browning right here. There we go. We're going to break that up really good. Ah, look at that. See what I'm saying? Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and add the rest of it in. There we go. Get some of those ones on the wall back in there. Okay, next we will add 2 cups of our reserve pea juice. I'm not doing a very good job of making this sound delicious. But trust me, this is some natural flavors from the black eyed peas that we are adding in, and it will work out beautifully. There we go. From here, we add in our black eyed peas. Come on now. Next, our tasso. Let's stir this around. From here, we will add some seasoning. 1 tablespoon of Cajun or Creole seasoning, whichever your preference. 1/2 teaspoon of garlic salt. And 1/2 teaspoon of some black pepper. Oh yeah. And 1 bay leaf. Go ahead and blend that in. From here, we want to raise our heat to a high setting so we can get this thing to a boil. Once you got this thing to a boil, you're going to want to cover it up and lower your heat to a simmering setting. We're going to let this cook for 1.5 to 2 hours. It's all going to kind of depend on your preference and texture of peas. We'll probably check this at 1.5 hours to see if they're good and soft. And if they're not, we just keep letting them cook. But sometimes you can go too soft. So it's good to go ahead and check them. Now don't forget, after about 30 minutes of cooking, you may want to start your rice.
All right, here we go.
Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, this smells so good. Okay, so first things first, let's get this guy out of here because they can wreak havoc on you. Almost died from one of these things. Get out of here. All right, let's go ahead and spin this around here. Oh man, look at this. You see this? That is beautiful black eyed peas. Ooh, let's not get all fogged up. And all this juice right here, that's gonna be good over our rice. OMG. Ooh, this looks so good. So look, if you want this to get creamy or thick, you can actually mash up some of these peas on the wall here, but I kind of like my juices a little thin here. That way it keeps my peas kind of intact here. But, whew, man, I'm telling you what, I am hungry. I think it's time we plate up. Oh, man, this smells really good. And look, I know there are many of you out there who are like, I do not eat black eyed peas. I'm telling you, he's got some flavor right here. Change your whole game and outlook on the black eyed pea feelings you have. So, throw it down like this. I can't wait, guys. I gotta take a bite. Now look, it is 2019, so I don't know what year you may see this in the future, but some of y'all seen this right now, right? It's been a great year, a fantastic year. I'm repping some Saints, a little LSU. It's been a good year. But it's also been great for the Nichols Colonels down here in Thibodaux. It's been a great year for the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, Southeastern, Southern, Tulane, all these great Louisiana teams out there. Man, I love it. I love this state. And look, I got love for you guys up north too, all right? Monroe and Louisiana Tech, okay? Don't get all mad at me. But, all right, let's take a bite. Let's take a bite. Woo, man, it's still kind of piping hot, so I don't want to burn my tongue, but I gotta get a bite of just beans and rice. Beans, I'm calling beans, but peas. Peas and rice. Here we go. Oh, man. It's so good, this place. See, black eyed peas have a very unique taste, and they can be kind of overpowering, a little strong. What we did here with all these seasonings, the vegetables, and a little bit of chicken broth, we've allowed it to cook down so much that all these flavors have kind of married together and maybe kind of overpowered that black eyed pea flavor that you would have just eating them kind of plain. The smokiness of that tasso is blended in there beautifully too. You can just really kind of taste it on your palate as soon as you take a bite. Let me get a bite of the tasso, speaking of. That is so good. When it's cooked down like that for so long, it becomes very tender. Eating it outright would kind of be a kind of tough piece of ham, but cooked down like that, it is super tender. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. This plate got luck. Man, that's good. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I've knocked out black eyed peas. So, throw it down for your New Year's tradition or just eat them any time of the year. They good. Other than that, I got nothing else for you. Oh, make sure if you haven't seen already, go check out the homemade egg roll video I posted up from, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but I reshared that video. So go check that one out, and you will have your holiday tradition paired together very well with your cabbage and your black eyed peas. You know, I mean, that's apparently what most people throw down for New Year's, but either way. All right, that's enough. I'll see you next year.
Don't mean that much to me, 'cause I got higher definition in my reality. What's up?